We're sure that they're going to shift Whole New World here. So we'll go ahead and put down 2 Tremaines. Because we're just absolutely certain that they're going to shift Jafar and sing Whole New World. Absolutely certain. They ink a smash. They go ahead and shift the Jafar. Big surprise. That cost them 5 ink. And then what are they going to do? They quest it.
NANI?!
These are all the different decks that we have videos on. And today we're playing Tremaine Shift. Tremaine Shift focuses on Lady Tremaine. The 2 cost uninkable. Shifting into Lady Tremaine for cost 4. They also got the Tinkerbells, the Robin Hoods, Madame Medusas. It has some big removal. Here's a different picture of it. There's the cards. We got 2 of the Queens, the Rusher, the Take Out Your Robin Hoods. We got the other Robin Hood to ping some damage. We got Prince Eric, another big removal powerhouse. And then just more removal. Tons and tons of removal. The big play is using Teeth and Ambitions onto your Prince Eric to knock him out and knock out one of your opponent's characters. So good. Let's get into it. These are the things that we learned in this video. Do not use Teeth and Ambitions on a character that you plan on banishing with Prince Eric. Parentheses, woof. I mean, like, youch. That was a dumb misplay. Never again will you ever catch me using damage with Teeth and Ambitions to damage a character that I'm banishing with Prince Eric. I probably could have won if I took out that hook. You'll see. You know what I'm talking about. Second up, using Minnie Mouse as a surfer, as a challenger, it's probably bad. Like and subscribe. And then third, never play Lady Tremaine Shift decks. They dookie. This is the deck imported into Pixelborn, Lady Tremaine Shift. Here we go. Our first match is against Steel Amber. Not Amber. That's Amethyst. Silly me. We're going against Pixelborn. Pixelborn Barzos. We have the Tremaine in hand, which we like, but we think that we're going to be questing maybe first. We don't need Rise of Titans. I guess we could keep 1 for ink. We'll throw back Tinkerbell. We'll throw back that one. We like the Queen. We like that. We like the early removal, having that option. But we also like taking away their lore that they work so hard for with Tremaine. Lots of options on turn 2. We're throwing away 2 cards, Rise of Titans and Tinkerbell. And we get Queen and Lady Tremaine. 2 uninkables in our hand. We'll be okay. They play the Captain Hook. And we're going to ink our Rise of Titans, and we don't have any 1-drops, so we pass the turn. There are Robin Hoods in this deck, but we don't have any in our hands, so we're not playing it. The Yzma gets inked. And for 2, they go with Jafar. They could shift Jafar next turn, and then we won't be able to boom him. So that's not looking like the coolest thing for us. We'll go ahead and ink our Queen. And let's go ahead and get rid of a Jafar here. See you later, Jafar. More like Jagan. And then we'll pass the turn. If they quest, we're going to rush Queen them. But for 3 ink, we could have seen that Maleficent. Weird that it didn't get played. Are they going to play a Maleficent anyway? They go ahead and sing Friends on the Other Side by manually playing it. And for 3 ink, I guess we get down our own evasive. Teeth and Ambitions is good, especially with Minnie on the board, but we already have 1 in hand. And they're not going to disrupt our hand. They might Whole New World us, but that comes later. There is our Minnie Mouse. Do they know that we're playing the Tremaine Shift? Is that why they're not questing? It's weird that they didn't quest last turn. It's like they know something we don't. Or they're waiting to play their Smee. For 4 ink, they play the Snack. We get a Bodyguard, which is cool. We could take out the Snake by singing Teeth and Ambitions, and then they couldn't shift turn 5 and gain 7 more. So that's what we want to do. So we're going to go ahead and ink the Queen. And then we'll pay for this so we can... We'll pay for it so we can still quest. Because they don't have any lore to get out Tremaine. Yep. Get them out of here. No evasives for you. And then we go ahead and quest. Now we're at 2 lore. So our Tremaines don't proc when we play the Not For You ability. When you play this character, each opponent with more lore than you loses 1 lore. So they're not going to have more lore than us next turn. We're going to have more lore because we're at 2. They're at 0. They play another Oh, and they smash the mini, but it only does 1 damage. Because we already put damage on ourselves. For 5, I think we have to ink our prince here. And we're sure that they're going to shift Whole New World here. So we'll go ahead and put down 2 Tremaines. Because we're just absolutely certain that they're going to shift Jafar and sing Whole New World. Absolutely certain. They ink a smash. They go ahead and shift the Jafar. Big surprise. That cost them 5 ink. And then what are they going to do? They quest it. Very interesting. If we ink, we can banish Hook. I think that's what we want to do. We'll ink and banish Hook. Why not? We're hoping that they Whole New World us. That's the deals that we're going for. And then we quest it out for 2 big ones. They have great options on board. Being able to sing Whole New World and then pay for it this turn. They could get up to 14 lore. They ink the Tinkerbell, and do we see it? It is Whole New World. So they gain 7 lore, and then they're looking to find another Whole New World. We do get Fire the Cannons and a Tinkerbell. That's enough to do 3 damage to Jafar, but not enough to knock him out. Our hope is that we pull a smash next turn. If we pull a smash, we'd be able to knock out the Jafar, so they won't be able to get the triple wheel win on us. We'll see if they play something and pay for a wheel. They could play a Jafar for 2 and then also play a wheel. Looks like they just put out a Hook, put out a Smee. That means that they're not being able to pay for a wheel this turn. Do they do anything for 4? For 4, they could put out a Jafar target. They along came Zeus, our Tremaine. See you later, Auntie Tremaine. We do get smashed, so that gets rid of the Jafar field. And that's cool with us. So here comes Smash, do a little damage there. And here comes Cannons, do a little damage there. We can... I think we want to save this Robin Hood LeFou combo for next turn, so I think we definitely want to get Robin Hood down this turn. And we'll go ahead and ink that. And we quest her out for 2. Do we put out the Hook? 6, 7, 8. We go ahead and put out the Hook. What are they going to do? Grab your swords us? I don't think so. They're probably going to grab your swords us. Which would take out 3 characters. They smash the Robin Hood. RIP. There goes our plan to ready him again with LeFou. And they put down a snake. A sneaky snake, but a snake. And a Chernobog's followers that helps them draw cards when they quest. They can choose to banish it. They're checking out if they want to take out our Tremaines, but they don't. They go ahead and quest. We get a bodyguard. I think we'll go ahead and trade into their guy. Tinkerbell gets to take out Chernobog when we play it. Don't mind if I do. Ink our LeFou, or save that for Tink. I think we save it for Tink so we're able to ping 4 damage on that. That'd be cool. So I guess we just go ahead and ink our bodyguard here. Because their idea of a good time is just to sing more. And we pass turn. If they do decide to take out a Tremaine with their snake, we're going to be able to take out their snake and take out whatever else they play. Ooh, are they going to bounce our Tinkerbell? You betcha. That lets us draw 2 cards, Rise of Titans and Robin Hood. Some pretty bad draws coming from us. They do take out our Tremaine, and we'll see if they clear up shop again by taking out our other Tremaine with their Captain the Hook. They do. We're at a clear board now. We get 2 Tremaines. We'll go ahead and play one. We'll see if they choose Jafar or Yzma. It's probably going to be Yzma here. They choose Jafar. And we can put out our Robbity Bobbity. Do we go ahead and just put another body on board? I think we do. He's a 2/2 and they could sing Grab Your Swords. We put it in the ink. We ink that dude. Oh, it looks like he played because we already inked this turn. We choose to ready their Yzma and pass. Why would they ready their Yzma? Because it gets in their mind. It's a brain game. They're never going to know what hit them. Their Yzma can quest for 2. They get to play Yzma. And they choose to shuffle a Tremaine into hand, which is okay with us. And then they Whole New World. I guess that helps them because we drew cards and then they get rid of it. But we're happy to see a Whole New World go. That's 2 in the graveyard. 2 more to go. They smash our Robin Hood. What else you got? 2 chosen character. Playing Tremaine, Eric, and Cannons clears board, so that's cool. We'll go ahead and Tremaine here. They'll choose one to get rid of. We could take them down a lore, which would be cool. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. I think putting this out on the board is more of a threat, especially for next turn. We could banish their Yzma this turn by Teeth and Ambitioning ourselves. If we sing Teeth and Ambitions and knock out Eric, it knocks out their Yzma. And then they wouldn't be able to sing. But we're not going to do it. That would have been too big a brain of play. Next turn, we want to start out by putting out Our Lady Tremaine so they lose a lore. Get that value that way. They grab your swords, which is okay with us because that means that their Yzma is banished. And they sing it so they have 10 ink to still use. They use Friends on the Other Side for 3 ink, draw 2 cards, 7 ink to play with. It is a Yzma to go on and shuffle our own Tremaine back into our deck. We draw Robin Hood and Smee. We don't mind flooding the board with more good bodies. And then for 2, do they play the Jafar? They do. We are going to cannon that Jafar right away so they don't have a shift target. And then we can go ahead and put our Tremaine out. They lose 1 lore, go to 9. Ties it up. We can put out a target for Tinkerbell to shift on next turn, and a Evasive would be cool. We're expecting a wheel again. So that's why we inked. Aw, you guys made us ink. They could also grab your swords next turn. So probably not the best thing to put out, but we did. Still 2 wheels in the trash. 1, 2, 3 smashes gone. 1 grab your swords. For 4 ink, they play Genie, which is good news for them. Can let them draw 3 cards and get a lore. And then they Whole New World, which is cool. They've only gotten the value for Whole New World once. And I saw their other wheel go into the trash. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wheels in the trash. So they don't have the hope of using their Jafar to win. Their only hope is using other things to win. I guess this does give them some cool card draw, but it's not looking like what's they're going for. They do get a Jafar on board. It has 3 strength, so Medusa is going to be able to choose to banish it. Medusa goes ahead and get rid of it. And we can still pull off the Teeth and Ambitions. Ooh, that's what we want to do. We'll ink. And then we'll pay for Teeth and Ambitions here to knock out our own guy and knock out their genie. I should have done 2 damage anywhere else. I was a goofy goober. That was a huge misplay. This is what we learned in this video. Don't do damage to your guy that you're knocking out. That was a silly Billy move. Does 4 do anything? This one quest for sure. I could knock out Yzma. They have 6 on board that they can get. Or we could get 3 more lore ourselves. I think we go ahead and get 3 more lore ourselves. We pass the turn. We have game on board, but they definitely have some removal coming our way. Doing damage to the genie was a big no-brain idea. Definitely should have taken out the chair in a box so they couldn't get that extra draw. Maybe I should have done the Captain Hook so they didn't have the firepower. But I did what I did. We'll see what their plans are. We have some smash action in our hand. They take out our Tinkerbell. There goes our shift target, but that's okay with us because we don't have Tinkerbell in our hand anymore. Oh, they take out Robbity Bobbity with Chair in a Box followers, and that means that they don't get to draw a card. And then we'll see if they go for the other Tremaine. They do go for the Tremaine. But that means that their Smee will die at the end of this turn if they don't put out a hook. They have 3 ink, so it definitely could be a hook here. They sing Friends on the other side with the Yzma, which is okay. We take that. Them having not more lore is good with us. They play another Maleficent to draw a card. That means their Smee perishes right now. Unless they play a hook, Smee goes by the wayside. Go ahead and quest here. We want to take out their Yzma. See you later, Yzma. Put out another evasive. I feel like we should smash Tinkerbell. So if it does take out this, it would lose the challenge. And then we don't want to ink here. We just want to pass and see what they do. This should be game on board. They could grab your swords twice here. Or smash a lot. But we'll see what they got. They play Tinkerbell. Does 1 damage to everybody. They have 7 more ink to play with. Grab your swords. Takes out the whole lot of them except for Tinkerbell. Good for them. We're hoping it's not another damaging spell. Because we would love to keep Tinkerbell on the board. They go ahead and quest twice. They're at 11. It's Moab. And then they put out Queen's Castle, which is huge aggro that we might not be able to keep up with. And then they ink Jafar. Good for them. And then they keep moving stuff to Queen's Castle. All right. We get a Tinkerbell, which doesn't do anything for us. But we'll go ahead and play both on board. Do they have game on board? They get 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Puts them to 19. Yeesh. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts them to 19. Unless they got a goat in there, and I'm banking that they don't get a goat on the 4 cards, 5 that they get to draw next turn. That seems like a bad bet. If we quest here, they're able to ping damage. We're doing it. We want to have the game on board. Weird choices. They get to draw 4 cards for having 4 characters at their location, which is just huge. They're targeting our Tinkerbell. Please don't. Could be a Long Came Zeus. There it is. They win the game, I think, with the Long Came Zeus. That late card draw was so good. Because we can go to 19 next turn with Robin Hood. Or they could go ahead and sing another Along Came Zeus. We'll see what's good. They play 2 Queen's Castles. Incredible. So all we would have to do is next turn is play Grab Your Swords, attack one of the Tinkerbells, and play 2 Rise of Titans. We're going to draw 1 card next turn, so I think that's going to be pretty hard. Let me know in the comments if you think we can pull it off. They hit me with the greetings. Ooh, oh, they didn't count on me playing a bodyguard and questing to go to 19. There it is. That was our best effort. But the Tremaine shift didn't go down. That was pretty cool to see. The power of the Queen's Castle late game. Here we go again. One more game of Tremaine shift. This is the same dude. Let's see if we can get it. We get to go second, which is a negative. We do have a Captain Hook for turn 1. Keep that for ink. Keep that for Tremaine reasons. Like an ink. I'm okay with this hand. I guess we want to keep this for locations late game, but we didn't have any things. Go ahead and put out our Captain the Hook, which is just going to be a presence. I'm not going to use the Captain Hook to attack the Cheer Box followers. Do they banish it for a card? They do. It's gone. And they ink another Cheer Box followers. And for 2 ink, it is Mr. Smee. We really liked having the Evasives on board. So we're going to go more towards that. Tremaine makes them lose a lore, and we're all about that. Base, no treble. We pass our turn. The Tremaine has gotten us 2 lore loss against our opponents. And we take those. Maleficent lets them draw a card. And their Smee gets to go for 2 big ones. We could whiteboard here with Queen and cannons. So I don't mind that. Yeah. Rush Queen. And then we'll Cannons the Maleficent. And then we'll quest for 2 big ones. Tied it up. Who's got more lore than us? Nobody. They play Maleficent. Wow, we just saw her. But now she's back. They get to draw a card off of it. And we're seeing no Jafars come out. And that's okay with us. Get Rise of Titans. Do we ink it now? I think there's only 2 in the deck. And we're scared of Queen's Castle. I think we do it because we're crazy. And then we play a Minnie Mouse. We quest her for 2 and pass the turn. They have 4 ink. It could be the snake. They ink a big Jafar. We'd love to see it. And it is the Jafar snake. Which doesn't have 3 willpower. It has 4 willpower, which is bad news because we wish we could just smash it. We get 2 smashes. But we're just going to play an evasive card, so they won't even be able to attack anything this turn. There's no shot. They got Pinocchios in there. Who's got Pinocchios in there? Not us. They have 5 ink. They ink a smash. Love to see it. Do they shift Jafar here? They hit the shift Jafar. Good for them. And then they sing Friends on the other side. That gives them 2 lore. Which is okay with us because we can take out the Jafar this turn with Smash and Mini. Smash. Should we do it? They could get 14 lore next turn. And another. It's yucky, but it looks like it's what we gotta do. And we'll quest it, and then we'll be able to ready our hook with that. But we're expecting to grab your swords to completely wipe our board here. We had to throw our 2 Minnie Mouses into it. Bad deal, but we're scared of Jafar. So what can you do? He quests. And he plays a Yzma to shuffle their own Captain Hook into their hand and draw 2 cards. And they just gotta pass the turn, dude. Oh, they ink the Queen's Castle. Love to see it. Love the Queen's Castle in the ink. We get Lady Tremaine, which we can't even play because we don't have 6 ink and it wouldn't even take out Yzma. No way, no how. But if they play a shift target for Jafar, we get to take it out with Tremaine next turn because you already know we're getting an inkable. They Zeus our LeFou, the acts of bravery that they're doing. Spending 4 ink. Oh, and they Zeus our Captain the Hook. It hurts. And then they quest for 2. They sing Friends on the Other Side. Incredible. We get a Baboon and we get a Medusa. We go ahead and ink our Baboon. And we pass the turn. They're catching up. There's not much we can do. We're sitting ducks. They ink the smash, and we'll see what they're planning. It's a Chernobog's followers. Which you already know Madame Medusa's going to take out. Oh, yeah, baby. Madame Medusa says, get out of here, Chernobog's followers. Inker, I bet. Probably should have saved it in case they play the 2-cost Steel Jafar. Bad decision to do it, but we're expecting to see a wheel at any time. They play a Tinkerbell, does 1 big one to us. Check their graveyard. It has nothing of use that we want to see. Robin Hood comes out. I think so. And Medusa takes out their Yzma. in the battle of the century. And we pass turn 9-9. I'm not very confident right now. A Jafar! We should have saved our teeth and ambitions for that. But we didn't. Did we do anything? I don't think so. I'll see if they grab your swords here or play another Tinkerbell. Good deal. And they can quest it out. We do get an Eric, which we don't mind, but they can go to 18 lore next turn. 2 and 3. Not the best deals. Do 2 damage there, and then we're going to exert to do a damage to Jafar? Nah, we're going to get that lore and pass the turn. It's downhill battle from here, boys. They can shift Jafar and sing Whole New World, and they will be at the dub. Ooh, who is my Eric going to take out? You already know it's that Jafar field. Oh, they're at 18. They don't care about Jafar. Let's take out Tinkerbell. Ooh, big plays here. We get the Tinkerbell on board, and it's another big L. If you're thinking about playing Tremaine Shift, just don't. It's a bad idea. You'll lose every game. Nobody's ever won with Tremaine Shift. Prove me wrong. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. See y'all later.